So let me again, we just need to continue about this architecture of the IoT system. So basically this architecture has been categorized into 4 different types, which I told you earlier. By the way, I am Dr. Yuvraj. I am IP Mechanical from SNSCT. So generally this architecture of IoT system can be classified into 4 different types. The first one, which is what you call the sensing layer. Following that, we need to go for the data processing layer, and along with this application layer. So when we trying to decode this all information, it helps to transfer from the product to the production, and again from it getting recycled from production to the product. So in this way they are categorizing into many different kind of types in the layering system in terms of the architecture. Okay, so here let me discuss the advantages. So why we need to go for IoT data management, and what is the major advantages which it was covered, and why don't we prefer this IoT, and what are the major demerits or otherwise disadvantages by initializing and also by implementing this IoT data management system. For example, if I am going to take an IoT in one processing method, let we implement in any kind of industry which is associated with the manufacturing, or in terms of production, or in terms of automobile, whatever it is. The first thing, it can able to execute the multiple tasks at a time. Okay, so we don't need to depend on the humans for every initiative or for every kind of actions. Before we need to implement, we don't need to consider the humans for the effective management. It can monitor by using that easiest internet connectivity, and since a company which it have so many units, okay, it may be spread all over the worldwide, though we need to monetize and we need to make the production to be in an efficient one. So in order to improve their production, and in order to follow the regulatory of compliances, we need to follow the graphical user interface, and it is because of the HDMI port which has been best suited for the server based applications. For example, it can be connected with SSH, which is also called secure shell, to secure shells to access the API command line remotely, and it helps to transfer the file in terms of file transfer protocol. It is more reliable for the software applications. So majorly it has been covered. There is a 2 different area. The first one, it is called secure cell, and following that we need to implement for file transfer protocol. For the more kind of software applications, we need to follow this basic procedure throughout the implementation of IoT. So in order to avoid this complexity, there is some kind of disadvantages which is usually associated with the IoT. Let us take the security concerns. There is a probability, and also there is a very much possibility of hacking, or there is a data breaches will take place, and there is a privacy issue related to the collection and the use of the personal data, which is highly more risky, and dependence on the technology, and as well as the potential for the system failures which it was faced by implementing this IoT. And also there is a limited standardization, and it is an interoperability. So since we universally we need to follow this standardization, and there is some interoperability among the devices is possible. So anyone can do with anyone's system, and anyone can data can change by anyone. So this is the major drawback, and it can increasing the complexity, and as well as it can increasing the maintenance of the requirements. In order to prevent this, we need to consider this kind of major demerits, and because of the implementing the IoT management. Okay, so this session, it is entirely deals about their advantages and disadvantages, and we will see about more the info regarding this IoT data management in our upcoming sessions. And by the way, I'm Dr. Yuvraj. I'm AP Mechanical from SNS College of Technology. Thank you.